Max De Pree, one of his book titles is Leadership is an Art, and Meg Wheatley has looked at leadership through the lens of science, the new science. And for me personally, I have sort of come to think that leadership is part art, it's part science, and maybe it's part alchemy. You try to draw upon a variety of skills and understandings that you have developed as a leader over time, and to add to those through your lived experiences. Part of the recognition that I've had over the years has been that there are a number of different ways that people are motivated. You have people who are motivated, and all of us at different times, I think, have different aspects of this. So it's not like one person is coming from this direction, but we're all complex people. We have different motivations. They include things like wanting to prove oneself, to make contributions to the organization and to society, to want to help or serve others, to want to make money, to be recognized for what you have done, to be selfless in your service. Those and many other kinds of motivating aspects are present within all of us, I think, within the workplace. Part of the key, one of the keys to being an effective leader, I think, is to come to recognize both within yourself and as much as you can within others what motivates yourself or others to come to work, to do what you do, to do it the way you do, to have the relationships that you have. And again, there's no easy answer here, but I think through careful listening and observing and talking with people over time, you come to understand what motivates others and yourself. And the more you can recognize that, the more I think you have chances of success of appealing to people's greatest interests, because it is often the case that if you can identify what the strongest motivating factor is for yourself or others, that can be harnessed to the good of the organization and to the greater society. We all need to be recognized in some way. We all need to be feeling like we're making contribution. I have found that some aspects of what might be considered selfish behavior aren't necessarily bad in and of themselves if you can see it within the context, the greater context of who you are as a person or who someone else is, and how that can positively motivate them within the organization. So, I try to avoid any overly simplistic idea of everyone operating out of a totally selfless perspective, whether it's in servant-led organizations or elsewhere, because I just don't think that's real. But I do think that the recognition of the complexity of why we do what we do, and figuring out how to harness that within the organization is imperative for leaders of all kinds. And I have seen within certainly the servant-led organizations a high degree of selfless motivation. That is a desire to serve, and part of what servant leadership is all about is the notion that one has either within oneself an innate desire to serve, or in some instances, people in leadership positions who, because of their repeated experiences, come to recognize the importance and desire for them personally to serve. So it can come from either direction, but part of servant leadership certainly is focused on recognizing the benefits of serving others, and there are just many, many benefits to that.